LinkedIn presents.
It doesn't matter if you're liberal or conservative, rich or poor, everyone on a fundamental level has a desire to keep certain aspects of their life private. Privacy is essential for human dignity. Privacy acts as a shield against people who would take snippets of information out of context to attack our reputations or manipulate us for their own personal benefit. And in the internet age, this is happening a lot more often.
Good morning, I'm Michael Kovnat, and this is the Next Big Idea Daily, where we unpack the best new nonfiction, one big idea at a time. Today, let's talk about privacy. Is it even a thing anymore? I mean, in a world where your phone tracks your steps, cameras are everywhere, and your inbox is somehow full of things you just talked about, it's a fair question. But historian and privacy expert Lawrence Cappello says privacy matters more than ever, even in our data-obsessed age. In his new book on privacy, Lawrence makes the case that privacy isn't just about secrets. It's about freedom, dignity, mental health, and basic human connection. And in a society that's increasingly wired to monitor, track, and monetize us, protecting your privacy is less about paranoia and more about power. Lawrence will share 5 essential ideas from the book right after this quick break.
Hey you! I'm Andrew Seaman. Do you want a new job? Or do you want to move forward in your career? Well, you should listen to my weekly show called Get Hired with Andrew Seaman. We talk about it all, and it's waiting for you, yes you, wherever you get your podcasts.
From LinkedIn News, I'm Jessie Hempel, host of the Hello Monday podcast. Start your week with the Hello Monday podcast. We'll navigate career pivots. We'll learn where happiness fits in. Listen to Hello Monday with me, Jessie Hempel, on the LinkedIn Podcast Network or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hi, I'm Lawrence Cappello. I'm the author of On Privacy, 20 Lessons to Live By. I'm going to share 5 key insights from my book to give you a sense of what's inside. Insight number 1, why privacy matters. There are parts of your life that are simply nobody else's business. Full stop. That's not paranoia, that's just being human. It doesn't matter if you're liberal or conservative, rich or poor, everyone on a fundamental level has a desire to keep certain aspects of their life private. Privacy is essential for human dignity. Privacy acts as a shield against people who would take snippets of information out of context to attack our reputations or manipulate us for their own personal benefit. And in the internet age, this is happening a lot more often. Privacy also creates space for intimacy. We share our secrets with the people we love and trust. It's a crucial building block for establishing the trust needed to forge and maintain deep bonds with our friends and our loved ones. For many of us, these bonds are the best part about being alive. And it keeps us from being prisoners of our recorded past. A mistake you made at 16 shouldn't define you at 40, but without privacy, our worst moments follow us forever. It also protects our mental health. Everyone needs time alone to think, to recharge, to just be. Without privacy, we never get a break from the noise. But most importantly, privacy is a precondition for freedom. Privacy is a precondition for liberty. Tyrants invade privacy to accumulate power, to suppress dissent, to control their citizens. If a society calls itself free, it has to protect privacy, because without it, that freedom's just an illusion. How to respond when someone says, if you're not doing anything wrong, you should have nothing to hide. You've heard that before, right? If you're not doing anything wrong, then you should have nothing to hide. The argument sounds reasonable until you think about it for more than 5 seconds. People have been throwing around this line since the time of the Caesars, and it was just as stupid then as it is now. When you look at it closely, you realize this argument's just another way of saying that all secrets are bad, that privacy is only for criminals or people doing something sinful. That's nonsense. We all have secrets, and they're not just normal, they're essential. The secrets between romantic partners or close friends, they build trust and intimacy. The secrets between doctors and patients create a space where people can be honest about their health and about their fears. The secret between business associates protects innovation. It keeps creative ideas from being stolen by competitors. Secrets aren't sinful, and really, how interesting can you be if you don't have any secrets? The problem is that all of our personal information today exists in snippets. And when taken out of context, these snippets can be twisted, misinterpreted, or weaponized against us. And in the internet age, this happens constantly. People make snap judgments. Bad actors manipulate narratives. Reputation-damaging leaks happen in seconds. So no, it's not about hiding anything. It's about controlling how we're seen and making sure our private lives aren't distorted or exploited by people who don't have our best interests at heart. 3 quick ways to protect your privacy right now. First, cover your webcam on your laptop and on your home machine. This might sound paranoid until you realize that hackers can and do hijack webcams all the time. A simple slide cover or even a piece of black tape can block prying eyes. It costs like $2. Think about some of the more intimate things you might do in front of your laptop. Now think about the things your kids, your partners, or your loved ones might also do. Do you want a stranger in a position to record that? I don't know one person who works in tech that doesn't have a slide over their laptop, and you should too. Second, use old school passcodes for your phone, not Face ID or fingerprints. A 6-digit passcode for your phone might feel old school, but it's still one of the most effective ways to keep your data locked down. Biometric security like Face ID and fingerprints may feel futuristic, but they're getting easier to hack. Nobody can hack your brain. You can be forced, legally and physically, to unlock your phone with your face or your fingerprint, but it's way harder to make you just spit out your passcode. And third, open your phone and go check your app permissions right now, because there's a really good chance that some app on your phone actually has access to your microphone or your camera, and it doesn't need that access. Some apps default to just always listening or always tracking. So go take 2 minutes, check your settings, and shut off any unnecessary access your apps might have. You'll be shocked sometimes to find what's running actually in the background. None of these things are drastic steps. They're low effort, high reward ways to instantly boost your privacy. If you want change, make privacy profitable. In America, money talks. We need to show companies that they can get rich by protecting privacy. The good news is that this is already happening. Have you seen an Apple commercial in the last couple of years? They built an entire ad campaign around the slogan, "Privacy, that's iPhone." Google as well runs ad for privacy all the time. If you've been on a subway or a bus in a major metro area lately, clever ads for VPNs are everywhere. Privacy is now a commodity and the market is responding. Privacy-first products, VPNs, encrypted messaging apps, password managers, these things are booming. Do you know that the fastest growing company in America in 2020 was a firm that helps build privacy plans for businesses? You know why? It's because consumers are demanding it. So many privacy invasions are about money. And if we want real lasting change, we also need to make privacy profitable. That means spending money on privacy-first products and calling out companies that exploit your data, because bad press does hurt their bottom line. If you want companies to care about privacy, make it worth their while. Because if you're betting on Congress to fix this, you might be waiting a really long time. Privacy isn't dead. People say all the time that privacy is dead, and to those people I say, hand your unlocked phone to a stranger for 5 minutes and try not to have a panic attack. If privacy truly were dead, cybersecurity wouldn't be a $1 trillion industry. Companies spend fortunes protecting their data. Governments guard their secrets. Even the people who claim they don't care about privacy still use passcodes, delete messages, and think twice before posting certain things online. I've never met anybody who wants their text messages exposed to the public, or their emails, or their search history. The truth of it is, we have way less privacy than we used to, and people are exhausted. They've been told privacy is dead for so long, they don't know what to fight for anymore. So let's get real about it. Instead of making privacy some impossible all-or-nothing battle, we need to cut through the noise and focus on what kind of privacy actually matters to people, what they instinctively protect in their daily lives. And because this issue has become so tangled, the last thing we need is some academic jargon or overcomplication. And I say this as a professor. What people need are clear, practical solutions. The first step to protecting privacy is being able to explain why it matters in a way that anyone can understand. That's what this very short book is. It's a practical guide written in plain spoken language that cuts through the complexity. So if you've ever felt overwhelmed by privacy debates or know someone who has, this book was written with you in mind. Please give it a read or consider giving it as a gift to that person in your life who seems a bit paranoid about all this. And let's start having smarter, saner conversations about privacy, because it's not dead. Privacy matters, and it is worth protecting.
Thank you, Lawrence. Okay, everyone, you can get a copy of On Privacy wherever you get your books. If you could use some more life and career advice, go to nextbigideaclub.com to check out our hardback subscription club. We'll send you the best new nonfiction books as chosen by our curators Adam Grant, Malcolm Gladwell, Dan Pink, and Susan Cain. That's nextbigideaclub.com. I'm Michael Kovnat. Hope to see you tomorrow.